Hey, what's going on, guys? David here. I'm back again. Me, Fallen SMP, interview man. I'm the guy who lets you in to the SMP. If you don't already know me, then you're probably watching this video because it's sent to you as part of the interview process. Now, you didn't have to watch this video, but good on you for watching it because now your chances of getting in are going to be a lot higher. Um, so today I'm just going to go over some of the more important questions, the ones I look at a bit more on the interview process, and go over what some ideal answers would be. So the first question that I think would be important is the first question, and that's just what are some things I should know about you? And as you can see on screen, I kind of took the liberty of going through and answering the questions as if I was doing an interview. That way I could use that as an example in today's video. And so, first one I just said, well, I'll start by introducing myself. My name is David, I'm 16 years old, and I've been playing Minecraft for a pretty long time. I go on to talk about playing with other people, and I go on also to talk about how I want to be a part of a community. And I think that this is a very good answer because, one, it's detailed and long, so it's not long for no reason. And then, two, it really dives deep into the question, what are some things I should know about you? Because that's kind of a loaded question, but it's a loaded question that's hard to answer. The next one that I'd say is important is the why should I accept you into Fallen SMP question. And the answer I ended up giving was, you should accept me into Fallen SMP because I would make the community stronger and more fun. Go on to talk about how it's hard to believe somebody you don't know is going to affect the server heavily, but I think that I'm going to be able to do that. And this is a good answer because it talks about how I'm not wanting to be in simply for like I'm not wanting you to let me in simply because please, but because I would actually be good for the server. The next important question that I look at a lot of the time is the maturity question. And I can usually tell when somebody's kind of fibbing on this one. I've had people a lot of times say that they're like a 9.5, and I can tell that they're obviously wrong, but it's kind of rude for me to call them out on that, and the rest of the app's fine. But then they end up showing that they're like a 6 on the scale, so it's no bueno. So yeah, don't lie. I will notice, and I've started calling people out for that. Yeah. I think it's important to have maturity when necessary, but you could be a 6 in maturity as long as you're able to be a 9 in maturity. You just have to be able to be a 9. If you can't be a 9 ever, then you got a problem, man. You got to be able to be mature sometimes. Another important question is are you currently in or do you plan on being in any other SMPs? We don't allow people to be in multiple SMPs at once because in that case you end up getting distracted from Fallen SP and you're not giving it the attention that it realistically would need from you for you to be an actual active member. And so, the answer to that question should just be no, just straight up no. And if there's doubt about that, you can ask me if certain things count. Oh wow, somebody must be sleeping in a bed because the time is changing real rapidly. Yeah. Another important one is have you ever been banned from a server one, which most people have been banned or kicked from a server, and I feel like whenever somebody says, no, I've never been banned, no, I've never ever used a cheat or modification, which by the way, a modification could technically even include mods. They assume that if they answer yes to the question, have you ever, that they're just gonna not be accepted no matter what. I'd rather you be honest with me than you not be honest with me, because if you're not honest with me, I'm probably not going to let you in. I've not let people in before when they said, no, I've never used that, and I let people in very often who say, yes, I have used cheats and modifications. Yes, I have been banned before. Because they know that it's okay that they used to as long as they've stopped. And I find a lot of the time the people who say, no, I never have, those people end up hacking. And it's not bueno. Not bueno at all. And then the final question that I care like a lot about, even though I do care a lot about all the questions, is the tell me something you've overcome in life and what you learned from it. Obviously, I gave my little response, put it up on screen now. Taking it down now, though, because I don't want everybody here to have to hear about my coming out story. You can read it if you want, but it's not even all that detailed. But that's a question that you want to go all out on, because it really tells me the amount of effort you're willing to put in, because everybody has stuff that you've overcome in life. To act like you don't is just a falsehood. And so I just like to hear that from people, because I feel like it lets me get to know who they are as a person and like get to know them, and then it makes me feel much more comfortable letting them into the SMP. Oh, also there's the optional questions, which, I mean, if you don't pick worms, just, you're not making the cut, my guy. That's a joke, but like at the same time, it kind of isn't, because worms are 1,000 times better, and I'm just going to question your judgment as a human being if you think the bears are better than the worms. Come on, get it together, man. Anyway, thank you for applying to Fallen SMP. You know, you're in the interview process now, I'm assuming. That's why you're watching the video. So, good luck. Take your time on your interview. You can take even like multiple days, though I suggest just taking like an hour to write it out, because that should be plenty of time to make a good one that's going to make a good impression on me, and that's going to make it so I let you in. Anyway, have a good day, guys. David out.